viewers, CatGirl George here, and recently I've been playing the game Shining in the Darkness, released in 1991 and developed by Climax Entertainment. Like many of the games of its era, Shining in Darkness is a dungeon crawler RPG, with some inspirations from wizardry. It always comes back to wizardry. Of course, this isn't the first time Sega has dabbled in the genre. Phantasy Star on the Master System features dungeons like this, but without the limits of that console, and the larger focus being on the dungeon crawling experience, a lot is done to make it work way better here. In Shining in the Darkness, you're tasked with rescuing the princess, who is held captive in a mega dungeon of sorts. You'll slowly progress through this immersive and impressive 3D space, battling all kinds of enemies, palette swaps, and boss creatures. This is accomplished by slowly exploring the dungeon, gaining experience, gold, and levels, to get better equipment to delve deeper each time you re-enter. You'll also pick up 2 additional party members who can cast magic. Magic is helpful to an extent, but don't expect it to be as reliable as bashing enemies in with a melee weapon. Magic comes in handy with healing, navigation, and warping back to town without walking all the way back. The game at least makes traveling around the dungeon easier with looping pathways that open up as you progress through the game. There's a surprising amount packed within each floor of the dungeon, despite it fitting on a 30 by 30 grid. This also makes mapping out dungeons on grid paper way easier. Sure, the game has spells and items to see the map, but it'll pale in comparison to any attempts that you do on physical paper. As I mentioned earlier, enemies come in a variety of flavors, each one offering a different challenge to overcome in combat. Some just do damage, others inflict status conditions like poison or slow, some might just heal the other foes. You learn what each one does pretty quickly as they strategically jitter on the screen. Look at those sprites move. The big issue with enemies is how inconsistent the encounter rate is. You can go long stretches of nothing, or get hit with an encounter nearly every step you take, even every move you make. The other point of contention is inventory space. 8 slots per party member, which is a lie, cause equipping items takes up slots too. So it's closer to like 3 or 4 slots per character, which is also a lie because any key items that you have to pick up also take up a slot, which is why magic is more important as a replacement for items you won't be able to carry. It's a lot of choice in design, limiting the inventory to nearly non-existent. It makes hunting for chests to find helpful items kind of pointless, since you won't actually be able to get them. Overall, Shining in Darkness is good enough at times. Despite the early limitations of the Genesis and the odd programming choices, there is a very enjoyable game worth exploring here. You can currently get the game on the Genesis or on most modern platforms via one of the multiple Genesis collections out there. Until next time, keep on gaming.